Welcome back, fellas, to another day in the NBA. It is March 7th, Friday, and today we have a 8-game slate we're going to be going over here for you fellas. We're going to be doing the usual breakdowns in these videos. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, all that sort of fun shit down below before we get started. But if you're also new to this channel, what we go over in the videos is we just go over my plays in a more simple fashion. We go over the record from yesterday, as well as we go over the record for the month and just the full slate. Like I said before, we have 8 games on today, so let's waste no time and hop straight into it. Also, real quick before we start, we're going to be doing live streams every day on this channel. Pretty much from here on out. I might miss a Sunday or a Saturday or two, depending on my schedule, what's going on. But I'm going to try to do every day, go live before the games and whatnot, especially for when MLB goes live. Me and Tony will be doing them and whatnot as well, so you guys can look forward to those every single day. They'll be on Twitter, TikTok, and they'll be on the YouTube side of things. The slate for today, obviously we have Cleveland at minus 15.5 there against the Hornets. I think the Hornets are playing just about everybody, so I think it could be a little bit closer. 15.5 is just a hefty line. I think Cleveland can cover that, but I would lean the Hornets to go plus 15.5 there. I think it's even 17.5 on some books, and I'll try to take that value there. Memphis at minus 10, easy smash play. This Dallas Mavs team looks like the worst assembled team as of right now in the NBA. They are really, really bad. The Jazz and Toronto, I like Toronto minus 4 here, even though the Jazz are playing most of their players. OKC, you're probably like, why is OKC only minus 2? SGA is not playing in this game. Most of their starters are not playing in this game. I don't think Chet's playing in this game either. The roster is going to look like Isaiah Joe, Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, Kenrich Williams, those types of players in their starting lineup. I still like OKC to win this game. Their depth is insane. So I'm going to lean OKC minus 2 here. Minnesota against the Miami Heat. I lean Miami Heat plus 4. I think they can get the job done here pretty comfortably in this matchup where they are at home. So again, Minnesota is the away team here. So I'm going to take the home guys to cover plus 4.5. The home guys, the home team. Anyway, we got the Kings and Spurs revenge game. I'm not one to really buy into those narratives, but this is just a great match for De'Aaron Fox. Anyway, Sacramento Kings are without Sabonis once again. I get their minus 5. I do like them here, even with the revenge game narrative and everything. I think Sacramento covers minus 5. Denver minus 7. I think that's kind of a stretch. It's tough. Aaron Gordon's questionable. Jokic is questionable. I think both of them are going to play. I think everyone on the Suns is going to play. The Suns have been playing now better as of recently. 7 feels like a sketchy spot to be, especially when it's most likely 7.5 on most books. I think I'm going to take the Phoenix plus 7, but I think Denver still wins in a close battle. Then the Knicks and Clippers. Knicks coming off a late game yesterday, rolling double minutes here. I don't think Jalen Brunson is going to play, and if Jalen Brunson doesn't play, they definitely the Clippers at minus 3.5 because Kawhi is playing. That is the slate. The record for yesterday, we did not get a single win yesterday. We went 0-3, but still positive on the month, so I cannot complain. On the month, we are 10-9-2, up just 0.4 units, so obviously that's nothing crazy by any means, not even a full unit, but we are still somehow in the green after yesterday's horrendous, that was insane. Austin Reeves went 2 for 13, so obviously that cooked. And then Zion went 5 for 15 on points or on shots that were all in the paint. Like he simply just could not hit a simple shot that he normally hits 10 out of 10 times. He also had 10 free throw attempts. So it's tough. It's a tough beat. He has 20 points off going after only making 5 shots. I feel like that we had the right read there. I feel like we had the right read on Austin Reeves with the volume that he was seeing 13 shots and you only make 2 of them. I think he would have had way more there if he could have sank a few. So with that being said, I think we live with it. We move on. Ahmed Thompson didn't have the potentials either. Just didn't get the assist opportunities that I thought he would at the starting point guard role there. Either way, I digress. We move on. And we're still positive on the month, so that's all we care about. Let's just keep building. Let's keep building off a great month last month. Let's build on this month, and keep it moving. Nothing really to harp home on there. On to the plays for today. I have 4 plays for today, 8 games, 4 plays. Seems pretty good to me. Kevin Durant over 2.5 3-pointers made feels fantastic. Minus 110 on DraftKings. KD's been crushing this line. 7 of the last 10 games he's hit over this, averaging 7.5 3-point attempts per game, which again, that's the volume we're looking for. He had 5 3-point attempts the first time these two teams played and went 0 for 5. I don't think KD's going to go 0 for again. We know the kind of player he is. He normally does not have back-to-back games of just shit. So I'm going to lean there, especially because the Nuggets allow the second most three-pointers made to opposing small forwards, which is where he's playing now with Bol in the lineup. Bol's now playing the power forward. And they allow the 5th highest three-point percentage as well, not only just the makes there as well. So the Nuggets allowed the most points to small forwards in the past 7 games as well. So it's just a great matchup all around as well there. And he should see the minutes as in a close game, like I said before, should lean to a closer game. So if he sees the minutes, has a great matchup, I'm going to take this 10 out of 10 times. I like his points as well. If you want to take his points at 24.5, you can take either that or the 3-pointers made. I like both those spots. Nikola Jokic to go over 26.5 points is going to be our next play here at -130 on ESPN Bet. If you're by the time you guys are seeing this, it'll probably be at 27. I like both of them, both those spots. The Suns have allowed the second most points to opposing centers in the past 7 games this season, and Phoenix allows the 3rd most points in the paint, not the restricted area, which is where 33% of Nikola's points come from. Jokic has also hit over this mark in 60% of games this season, so obviously this is just a low line in general, and 6 of the last 7 centers have gone over their points lines versus this Phoenix team. The spread, only 7.5, like I was saying before, only really 7. So again, I expect him to see high minutes. He should see some great volume in this one and continue to keep crushing his high usage rate that we've been seeing out of Nikola Jokic. Also, I don't think Phoenix really has the tools to guard Nikola right now. Like Bol down there really isn't going to be doing much. Nick Richards has been absolutely crushed by Jokic in the past, so I just think this is a great spot for Jokic, and we're going to get the most out of him here in this matchup. De'Aaron Fox to go over 21.5 points. I get, like I said earlier, the revenge game, whatever. I'm not really buying into the revenge game narrative, but I will push it for this play. There is no Sabonis. That's the biggest takeaway. De'Aaron Fox has 57% of his points he scores in the paint. That is all Sabonis. This team is running a ton of zone right now, which means he's going to be going against Valanciunas. Against Valanciunas, he's gone over this mark in 6 of 8 games. That is when he's seeing 30-plus minutes. 6 of 8 games versus Jonas Valanciunas. And again, Sacramento allows the 8th most points to opposing shooting guards, which is where he's playing. In the past 10 games, he's averaging 16 field goal attempts and 5 free throw attempts per game, which is more than enough volume to crush this line. And easily see more of this. My card has 0 time, so we're going to power through this last play for you real quick. Miles Bridges over 21.5 points. Why? The Cavs are allowing the most points to opposing power forwards in the past 7 games this season. Cleveland allows the 9th most points to spot up shots. That's where 19% of Bridges' points come from. 5 of the last 5 power forwards have gone over their mark versus Cleveland. I understand this is a huge spread, but in games where they've lost by 15-plus points, he's still crushed this line in 3 of the last 5 games. And with LaMelo Ball, he's hit this in 7 of the last 10 games, averaging 23 points per game. Well, the card died, so I went all that speed for nothing anyway. Anyway, what I was saying with LaMelo Ball, he's averaging 17.6 field goal attempts per game, 4 free throw attempts per game, more than enough volume to crush this line. I just sped run all that, but now I have time to digress. We're going to be live in the morning, so if you have any questions on any of these plays, make sure to pop in the live. Give me a chat. I'll make sure to answer any questions you have. If you have lines that you guys want to be looked at as well, that you think would be interesting or that you are intrigued on, you're like, hey, Gut, what's the quick research on this? How do you feel about this play? I'll try to look it up, see what I like about it, or see if I really like the play or not. And you can get there. We went over a ton of plays earlier today, which was a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun to get chat with you guys, so make sure you tune into those lives. We're going to be going live, plus you're going to be seeing these videos every day. So we're going to be putting out a ton of content. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all that sort of fun shit down below. Make sure to join the free Discord. It's absolutely free. There's no reason not to. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.